Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's Intuitive Tarot Show. My name is Vicki Haspels and I'm the Travelling Tarot Teacher. So welcome. I am no longer on the road. I'm in one place that's just waiting for a space to work at the moment. I'm still working, let's say online, but hopefully soon I'll have once I'm settled in Queensland, I will actually have a space where I can do some one-on-ones. So anybody who's in the Sunshine State can come and see me. And if you follow me on my newsletter, on my socials, you'll find out when. But otherwise, welcome back. So yeah, I've got my lovely backdrop here, so I'm not out in the cold anywhere or in the van. So everyone's jumping on board. Welcome, welcome. Who do we have? Carrie says hi. Hi, Carrie. Karen's from Calgary, Canada. Did you know, fun fact, I was actually born in Canada. I'm Canadian as well, Canadian citizen to Australian parents. So there you go. Now, who we've got here? Oh, Josephine, and happy birthday. Okay, let's do a reading for you. So Josephine, I'll go back to Karen and Carrie as well. And who else have we got there? Yeah, Karen, Carrie. I'll get back to you guys, but we'll do Josephine's birthday message. Hope you've all been having a great week. I've had a bit of a sort of a weird week, but getting back into Queensland. But my travels are slowing down, and I'll be, as I said, I'll be in my place, and so I'll be a bit more sort of structured with my readings and so forth. So if you've been wanting to have a reading with me but haven't been able to get in, all my appointments are now open, and hopefully if you're in Brisbane, you can come and see me face to face. I haven't done that for nearly 2 years, face to face readings. So Josephine, here we go. Let me just tune into your energy. Okay. So just getting a vibe here going. Just get the energy flowing. I can feel the love. Thanks, guys. So we're sharing some energy here. So Josephine. Okay, so I've got this sort of nice, it's not a sort of flat energies as in energy flat, but it's more like a not really being inspired by anything right now. So it's actually quite a comfortable space to be in, and it's a nice sort of energy to be sitting in. However, it doesn't always inspire. It doesn't always feel like you're connected to things, and it doesn't always feel like things are working in your favor. But let's have a look at the card we've got here for you. We've got the Queen of Swords for you. So what that means for you is that the space that you're in at the moment is allowing you to clear your mind, speak your mind, and find your truth. So I really feel that you're gathering your energy, gathering your force together, so that like you actually have a place in the world where you have a platform where you can speak, you have a platform where people are going to hear your truth, and you have the strength and the fortitude to do that. So that sort of neutral space that you're in right now is helping you understand that and get used to that. But that's a really helpful card, and especially a teaching card as well. So you've got a lot of really good messages to give us, Josephine. So I'm looking forward to that. If you are a teacher or if you're doing this sort of work, Josephine is really a very good. The Queen of Swords card is great for delivering messages and tarot messages. All right, let's go to Karen. She's coming in from Calgary, Canada. You must be up late. So let's pull a card for you. So we're just getting the energy flowing. Let's get the energy flowing so we can get some good readings going here. All right, so Karen from Calgary. Let's see. Oh, I've got this sort of a nice, it's almost like a bit of a dreamy space or a dreamy energy. Where are you? Where are you? I love it. There's a real sort of positive or dreamy sort of positive, forward thinking. It's got a really lovely energy about you. And I feel like that you're looking for a bit of courage right now to make something or do something with it. And it's not that you don't have that courage in you. It's you're looking for that leap to say, okay, right now this is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. So, and that's not far away for you. But your excuse me. Your energy is so sorry about that. Your energy is so like lovely and forward thinking, and it's such a good space that whatever project you want to put yourself into, it's going to be successful. And you're not fearful of it, as you're looking for that right courage that says, right, this is the right time, right place, and I have now the energy to step in and do it. So here we have Temperance card for you. So Karen, that for you, the Temperance card represents that finding the balance that like that it's a heaven and earth balance, it's the human and the spiritual balance. It is that space where you love what you do, but you don't want it to be boring as well. So all of those things are mixing in together, and the Temperance card is helping you find that. And it's giving it, as I said, that's really that nice sort of sense of knowing that you're heading in the right direction, you've got the right energy around you, and that things are going to be a success for you. It's just getting that sort of snappy thing that's going to push you over the edge. But there's no fear there. It just requires a little bit of courage, and that energy is coming for you. So thanks for joining. Now we'll go to Carrie too, because she's popped on early. Okay, so Carrie, Carrie says hi. Has Carrie got anyone else? Carrie says, would love a card tonight. Okay, thanks for joining me. I enjoy your comments, and I'm going to try and get through as many as I can. It's so if you're right at the top and you think that I'm missing you out, please go and put some more comments down the bottom. I'll do the whole, up and down thing and just choose one at random as I go. Alrighty, so this is for Carrie. I'm going to tune into your energy. Now, let's see. Where are you, Carrie? Just what I do, so when I'm tuning in, energy knows no limits, right? So it's universal. So when I'm tuning in, I'm just waiting for that signal from Carrie to say, okay, I've locked in on her heart. And when that happens, that's when the magic happens. So I'm just like to give a little bit of a moment, and especially at the beginning of doing these readings, because we're building the energy, we're building our rapport, we're building our friendship. And you sending me so much love, and I love it. And I'm going to send that right back at you. So where are you? So I'm just looking for Carrie at the moment. Where is she? There you are. So Carrie, great. So your energy is forward pointing, it's future pointing. You're placing yourself in your future right now. There's a lot of strength around this. You've got a really strong attitude about where your future is heading. I've got goosebumps for you. So that to me is that, look, you're either getting a really big push, or you can feel that an excitement about it. It could even be an anxiety about it, but your energy is definitely placed in your future. So you don't really have to do too much to create anything to happen for you. It's all going to smoothly work out, because it's like you've already plonked yourself in your future, and you're not looking there. I can see in your space, you're not looking there, but your energy is already there. So it will happen. It's just all going to happen smoothly. You'll see the signs, and you don't have to work hard. But let's have a look at the card I've got for you. So that's the Nine of Wands in this instance. Is really that's even though that doesn't look like a smooth transition, that is like that universal energy pushing you in that direction. It's not that it's not a smooth transition. It's just any little hiccups that are happening along the road are going to sort themselves out. But it's going to identify to you the things that you can leave behind and don't need to worry about anymore. And here's the future. It's smooth. Look, it's future smooth. And that's where you're heading. And this is the energy that I'm feeling around you, actually moving you towards that. It feels a bit turbulent, but it's almost like you're being corralled or pushed in that direction. But you don't, as I said, you don't have to do anything. It's ride that wave. You'll be fine. Okay, Amanda. Hello. And I'll talk to you next, Oni. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm going to go to Rebecca after that too. Got some interesting things happening, guys. Okay, so this is for you, Amanda. Sorry, I just got a little bit caught up in those messages. Yeah, please give me some comments, give me some questions, tell me what's going on. We can get some things happening here, or just drop in and say hi. I'll do a reading for you, no problem. Okay, so Amanda. So I'm just going to tune into Amanda. Let's see. Okay, Amanda, where are you? Where are you? I've got a baby. I'm not sure, Amanda. Let's have a look at your picture. I'm not sure if I've got you either holding a baby or like cuddling into somebody. So I'm not saying that there's babies if you don't have babies, or if you do, it's very nice. But there's that real sort of sense of connection with somebody who's younger. And I love it. It's like you're just really, and it feels like male energy as well. So a little boy. For you, there's not the emotion around it is not like anything sad or happy or anything like that. It is just comfort and safety. So you really find safety in that connection with people that you love and people that show you love right now. I just get this really strong sense around you that you are looking for that support, or like you're seeking it out, but more so you are enjoying it. So wherever it is, you're soaking it up and lapping it up, and it's giving you a great deal of comfort and helping you feel a lot more grounded than perhaps you have been feeling at the moment. But yeah, definitely the heart is being hugged for you. So I've got a card here. We've got the Eight of Pentacles for you. So in relation to that, this is about no longer playing small. So it's really putting yourself out there and saying, I can actually do this, but the belief comes from the self first. And that's what's happening here for you, is that your belief in yourself is actually increasing. And I would say that that's why you're gathering the support or drawing strength from the support, because that's actually boosting that belief, and it's bringing it up to the surface and giving it a really big boost, so that then you can launch yourself out there, and you'll take yourself seriously and everyone else will take yourself seriously as well. So there's something in that where you would like to be seen a little bit in a different light, and that's where you're drawing the energy from for that to happen. It's like no longer playing in the background. So thank you. Thanks for joining. So I wanted to go to, where are we? Ani. Welcome. Ani's a regular. Let's have a look. So I'll pull a reading for Ani, and then I'm going to go to Rebecca. She has a lovely question here, which I love. Alrighty. So we've got Ani. Let me just see what's happening with your energy. A little bit low, straight up, a little bit low. What's going on here? You feel like either held back or a little bit repressed right now. So finding motivation, or finding that sort of creative that you can latch onto, that to move you to the next point and the next point, and I really feel like you want to move forward or move on. You're finding it difficult to be inspired to create changes in your life right now. It's like your energy is going down, 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 and it seems like you're running out of options. That's the energy or the thoughts and the feelings that are around you right now. Doesn't mean to say that that's the case. That's what you're feeling like. So what is your card? This card here, Page of Swords. Pages are really notorious for not giving us any specific information. The Page of Swords are how the thoughts can really create maybe some misinformation. Is that the Page of Swords is not a liar. The Page of Swords is actually quite creative. However, those creative thoughts have not formed or landed on anything just yet. So for your situation, Ani, is that you're feeling probably a little bit repressed because you really can't land on a solution or a moving forward tactic. And the Page of Swords is in there just mixing it up and keeping that energy going. So that means that your soul is asking you to just sort of hang there for a minute while the right situation and the timing has to be okay. It'll always like mix up the thoughts just a little bit so that you don't launch yourself too soon or make a rash decision that's going to throw the balance of moving forward. There is a moving forward for you, and I really think that you know that, but that repressed feeling means that you're getting a sort of a bit frustrated because you can't actually make that happen in your time, but it will happen in the right time. I shouldn't do the air quotes. It'll happen in the right time, if that makes sense. Oh, I want to go to this one. Okay. And then, so I see Belinda. So I'll do a real flick, right? So just bear with me. Then I'll do the random. I call it chuckle wheel, right? So I'll just do a random choose. So Rebecca says, bless you, I have a spirit energy in my home right now, and I'd love to know who it might be or any messages that I may need at present. Now let's see if I can tune into your home just really quickly. Sometimes that takes a little bit longer than the couple of minutes that I like to allot to readings, but if anything comes to me, I'll let you know. Okay, Rebecca. I like to tune into people's names as well because that gives me a connection to their energy. So Rebecca, where are you? All right. Okay. So I got you straight away, Rebecca. So it's like your your heart is really open, really like energy open. Now, look, I don't do hauntings. I don't do whatever all that new agey stuff is. Your energy is open to spirit energy, and so you're like a what do you call it? An antenna, and so you can actually you're picking up random energy feelings around you. It doesn't necessarily have to be one particular energy, but if it is, it'll be somebody that knows you or that you'll be channeling through for somebody else. I can't tell you straight away who that is. I sometimes get spirit messages for people, but I'm not a traditional or born medium, so that doesn't come through immediately for me, but I can definitely feel where your heart is open, and I can feel that energy around you. So yes, you are. You're not haven't got it wrong or anything like that. You are actually picking up messages. Yes, there is energy around you. It is spirit energy. There is nothing wrong with what's going on around you. It is just that you are, it's like your signal is like way out here, and you're just picking up those signals that are around you. So it doesn't have to mean anything. It can, if you're getting a message, you get a message. If you're not getting a message, you can just say thank you, and you can go about your daily business. If it's interfering, you can ask it to move back. There are all sorts of different little things that you can, rituals that you can do. But otherwise, I'll pull a card for you. I don't pick, as I said. It's like you're a wonderland at the moment for what's going on around you. So something I think has changed or shifted around you where you're now in tune with those otherworldly connections, and they're around us all the time. It's our level of opening up to that changes the frequency about whether we can pick them up or not. And that's what's happened to you. You've had a frequency change, and now you can connect to it, or you're connecting to it at the moment. Nothing to fear there. It's always coming through with lots of love. I went to, I'll pull a card for Rebecca and I'll tell you a story. Okay, so this is your message. Connection. So this is really about, it's sometimes like my first message was family. Okay, so something about family around you. Family is very important, family groups. But if you are not connected to your physical, like your here and now, your human family, it's about connecting with your soul family, your spiritual family, and that can mean finding your tribe. So if you've had a spiritual awakening, that means that you are now finding your tribe, and that would be what this message is all about, is that it's about finding people that support you in this space and finding people that you trust that you can open up to. So once upon a time, a couple of, I don't know how many years ago now, I went to the Arthur Finlay College where they train mediums, and it was amazing. I just loved it. I'd love to go back when everything opens up again. It's always been my plan to go back there. But they taught me so much, and that I lost my fear of connecting with spirit energy at that place, because that's almost like the grand central of spirit energy. All the world-class mediums that they're teaching you, and they showed me in just one really quick moment that it doesn't matter. Okay, that they're always coming through with love, and that connection of love was always there. So that took away all of that fear that I always ever had. So challenges everywhere. Work, home, kids. Love to hear your thoughts. Cheers. Oh, I'm looking great. Do that. So haven't got your name up there, but that's cool. You don't have to. I'll still tune into your energy. And then I'll do Emily. All right, won't be here. Oh, sorry, won't be long. So just bear with me. So this is for this person. Right. So straight up, like your energy is way, way, way back. Whoops. Sorry, I'm going to touch my screen. So your energy is way, way, way back here. That to me is that you're like, it's like you're down, way down the back of the tunnel. You're not really, all of these challenges that are happening to you at the moment, you don't have enough either information, energy, or it might not be your thing to manage. Sometimes we can see all these things happening around us, but it may not be our thing to resolve, fix, or we might have lots of ideas about it, but it might not be our thing. I've got you way, way, way back. So there are some other things for you to manage. And then these other challenges that are happening to you at the moment, work, everywhere, work, home, and kids, will all be taken care of in their own time. My feeling is that there is something that you do things one at a time, like let them come in one at a time, but it's not so much the easiest thing, but the first thing. And the first thing is you haven't faced that just yet. And sometimes it can be the hardest thing. Sometimes it can look like that's too simple to fix up. I'll just work that out later. That could be the first thing. And once that is dealt with, then the next thing can be dealt with. All of your answers are always there, right? And that's the energy that I've got. Like you're way back here in this tunnel, and it's like you're at the starting point, ready to do that race through the tunnel. It's just you haven't done your first challenge yet. For your first challenge, then everything else will all fall into place. You might have those challenges out of order. And that can happen because we can see everything sometimes, especially when we have that psychic ability or that sensitive ability. So here we have the Two of Wands. See that? Here's the tunnels that I was talking about here, and here is ready to step out from that tunnel and face those challenges. So this tells me that you have the energy that you need to step out of that space and face those challenges. So when you understand what your actual first challenge is, the rest of it's going to be super, super easy because we've got support here. You've learned everything you need to learn in order to overcome things, and you've got the energy and the understanding and the courage in order to face them. So thank you. Now, who else do we have here? Where are we? I've got Belinda. First time watching, I would love some guidance, please. Career, love, or finances. Oh, I was going to go, yeah. So this is for you, Belinda. Okay. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. All right. So I'm going to tune into your energy. Let's see how we're going for time. Good. All right. So this is for Belinda. I'm going to find you first. It's always interesting that when I do readings every week for you guys, it's the road map is always a little bit different. So tonight we're connecting, then we're pulling a card. It's always it's because it's all channeled. I never know. So that's the fun part of it. Alrighty, let's see. Where are you, Belinda? Ooh, okay, there you are. Okay, so I've got you up here. All right, so you're like physically you're here, energetically you're up here. So this tells me that you've either you might have had a bit of a shock, or you've got something that you really need to work out, and you want to work it out, but it's sort of taking you out of yourself. I really feel like it's a wonderful thing. Sometimes we all of a sudden have to be faced with the decision, should I go and live in Paris or should I go and live in New York? One of those, and it's a weird thing. That's not for you, but you know what I mean. So I really feel like this is like something that's come out of the blue, and it's sort of taking you back and making you think. And so you sort of shot yourself out of your body for a little bit because you don't really know what is the best direction or what's the best way to go. And so by not being grounded and connected, it can feel a little bit spacey and out there. That will settle itself down once you're over the shock of what you've heard. as I said, it doesn't feel like, it feels like a shock, or it's not a trauma, but more like a surprise. So let's pull a card for you around this. And, you know, it doesn't always have to be a bad thing when we shoot out of our body. Sometimes it's like, what do I do? And it can be a happy thing. All right. So, we've got this here. So this Queen of Cups, she's really good for doing whatever she wants. So she will indulge herself. The Queen of Cups energy is all about her. So it's about being not selfish as in I'm going to just take everything and not care about anybody else. It's more about, it's very empowering, because I'm not really concerned about, okay, well, I better make sure that that person's okay and that person's okay, and I better not do it. No, it's like, I actually want this, I'm going to go after it. And she's very much, I'll call her an influencer rather than a manipulator. When she's working for us in a positive way, she's an influencer. And that's the energy that's around you at the moment. You are influencing your direction right now. So you actually have a lot of power, more than you think. And once you come back into your body, you'll actually understand, like you'll get that and you'll use it to your best advantage. But yeah, exciting. Okay, so I want to have a look at Kathleen. Kathleen said, I'm not in a good place right now. Could you please pull a card for me? So I wanted to do, sorry, not Kathleen, I beg your pardon, Emily Kathleen. So let's do this one. And I'll go down to the bottom and start from the bottom up. All right, so let's just tune into your energy. So Emily, all is not lost. Straight up, okay? I can feel your confusion. Where are you? So there is, like, your thoughts are blocked for a start. Like, it's difficult to see the future. You keep putting me in the past all the time, so you're not looking at the past, but your thoughts are sort of more directed to past stuff. It just feels like you're trying to reconcile something that's either just happened or immediately brought to your attention. It feels like there's a little bit of self-blame going on there, and you're trying to like backtrack or work it out. So let's have a look at how that's going to, because it's only right here, it means that can be sorted out straight away. You're not going to stay there forever. However, your thoughts are not going to resolve themselves until you accept that it's happened, and even whether you're to blame or not to blame, you're going to understand that that doesn't really matter, and now it's time to be back here, and then you can start looking at moving forward or moving ahead. Oh, our card's jumped out for you. What have we got? Oh, she jumped out again. Oh, I promise you I'll put her in the middle, right? Okay, so influencer, what's going on here? I want to go here that I really feel that this is so, she's got a whole other energy now. So for you, Emily, there is somebody around you that is probably not giving you the best support. Let's just say that they might be maybe undermining you, or there might be a little bit of gaslighting going on. It doesn't have to be, it could be a collective of people, it could be one person in particular, but there is definitely something going on that if you're feeling a little bit low, there's something or some energy coming in and taking advantage of it and actually taking more of your energy away right now. That'll be probably what's confusing your thoughts right now. But let's pull you another card to I want to give you something to focus on, so that to not to clear up your thoughts, but to take you away from that sort of whatever it is, that reconciling that's capturing your attention and bringing you back into your present moment, because it's really here. Oh, there's your guides. Here they are. So it's really here in this moment that you can actually take charge and see what you need to, what you're ready to let go of. I feel like something happened that you're not really happy about. Yes, you might have had some sort of involvement in it, but well, you're just going to say, well, it happened. Whatever will be, right? Oh, here. So this is about the support that you actually have around you. It is the strength that you have around you. And so I would like you to remember that there are people around you that support you, who love you, who want the best for you. And when you start gravitating towards them or focusing on them or giving your attention there, you'll start to feel less confused up in your mind, and you'll start to feel that you are of decision-making process, and then you can start to see a way out of this sort of funk that you're in right now. I can feel that it's not a great space for you, but it doesn't feel dire. It is just, and it's not something of your own making per se, but you're giving yourself a harder time probably than you need to. However, it's not my call for you to say, oh, you should be this or you should be that. This is your thing that you're going through, and it's very real, okay? So all I would say is that bringing yourself back to here, the most helpful thing that your energy is, the message for you, let's say, is that once you start seeing that support or that help or that grounding, then those sort of clouded or cottony woolly sort of headspace is going to become clear. And then you can access your answers, because you have all those answers with you, no problem. You have all that strength. It's good. Okay, now let's see. Oh, let's go down to the bottom, but I'm going to do one for TK Cherry Pie. Message for the next few months. Okay. And then I'm going to just get back up and down, as I said, as I've been doing, randomly choosing people. Thanks for joining me. Love the love. Thank you so much, everybody. It's that, like, sharing this energy with you guys and get the readings flowing and tuning in. And I feel really, really, I love it that you trust me enough to share your energy with me. I really do. And that gives me a great deal of, like, can I just say, like, group collectives that we have, like, that we have going here, the group collective that we have, we are sharing each other's energy and we're being vulnerable to each other. Whether you've commented, whether you're on board watching me, whether you just tune in or look at me later, this is all this collective. And so we are supporting and loving each other right now. So keep it up. And as I'm saying this to you, I'm feeling the energy just growing stronger and stronger. So we are all sharing in this beautiful love and energy that I'm using and utilizing, channeling, to bring you some messages tonight. So well done, and thank you so much. Okay, so this is for TK Cherry Pie. All right, so message regarding the next few months. Let me just find you in the ether. Where are you? Where are you, TK Cherry Pie? Where are you? Oh, where are you? You were there. Okay. So I don't have your attention, but I have what you like. I've got your energy. So your attention is like you're somewhere else, right? I can't describe. How can I describe it? I wish I could put into words what I'm feeling. Hang on, give me a moment. I can feel you in that. When I said the ether, right? I'm not joking, right? I can feel you in the ether. It's like you're wandering around there. It's not that you're not grounded. It's not that you're in a trauma space or that you're out of your body. It's just that you're really enjoying bouncing around the energy of the universe, right? That sort of astral energy, I suppose, like that sort of astral travel energy. So you're bouncing around there, and you get like you're getting a bit of this and a bit of that over here. So, like a bit of energy, a bit of information, a bit of information, a bit of energy over here, a bit of gossip over here. So it's like you're bouncing around a bit, and you're loving it and you're enjoying it. I'm really not sure why you're showing me this right now. However, just I guess to just reflect that back to you. I can't say to you whether it feels okay or not okay. That's so just now I'm warming up, right? And sitting in your energy, in that ether. Okay. So it's not a negative or great feeling, or it's not a euphoria or anything like that. I'm just wondering whether you're actually, I wonder if you are actually experiencing the astral field right now, bouncing around and then having a look and seeing what you can do with it, and what you're connecting with and what you're reading, as in psychically picking up and things like that. So, and I really feel like perhaps you're experimenting with it at the moment. Now, for some reason, I keep getting a question mark. Is this okay? Is this okay? Maybe that's what you're asking. You're asking, well, I'm doing all this and I'm getting all this really weird, funky, it's not really making much sense, but it's really fun sort of thing. Is it okay? yeah, of course it's okay. It doesn't always have to be harmful. It's how you feel about yourself and how vulnerable you are to energy and emotions, and knowing who you are, that keeps you well and informed and grounded. So if something sort of triggers you, it's your trigger, but it might spiral you off and make you feel a bit funky and a bit weird for a bit and scare you off it. So, but that's the space you're in. It's just looking around. So if you're asking about it. So here we have here. So that's that hesitation. The magician tells me that you're on the threshold of something amazing. So I'm wondering whether you're just exploring your psychic ability right now and just seeing what it actually means. What information can you get? And is this the right thing to do? Yeah, go for it. It's fine as long as you've got support around you, as long as you know yourself well enough. And if you do get triggered, you get help, right? So that you can bring yourself back into yourself. But strengthening those psychic abilities is spot on. It's just that I really feel like that you're maybe not wondering whether you should be doing something with it. It doesn't matter. You're just exploring. It's like you're running around the supermarket. Oh, what's this? What's this? You haven't actually picked anything just yet. So this is like that hesitation about stepping over the threshold. This tells me that you are stepping up your vibrational energy, and eventually it's all going to start making sense. And I wouldn't be surprised if you don't become a psychic practitioner of some sort, whether it's healing, reading, something in that sort of area. It's just your psychic energy is starting to, what do you call it? Level up. Let's call it level up. Whatever it is, you're getting an upgrade. And that's what's happening here. It's good. Love it. So thank you. Thanks for joining me. Now, let's go up and down. It's going to go boom. Who have we got here? Hello, Vic. Should we start a little disability? Let's have a look. Katie Freeman. Should we start our little disability business? Sending love and light right back at you. Let's have a look. So first of all, Katie, I'm going to check and tune into your energy. All right. All right. Okay. Katie, where are you? All right, where are you, Katie? Just bear with me. I'm getting there, Katie. Okay, gotcha. All right, so your I'm just looking at your little disability business. What I'm picking up is, I'll say that your energy towards a venture. Let's call it I'm not going to say specifically that's your business, but if that's what you're thinking about, that's what we're going to be talking about. So I can see it around you. It's very niche. If anything, like when you say little, I don't get it as in playing little. It's more that it's very specific about something, that there is something very specific that you want to focus or target on. Now, or it could just be in a small area, like a small physical area, if that makes sense. Now, let's see. So rather than should we start it, let's look at because yes, no, the tarot doesn't really do that, and psychic doesn't really do that, because if you feel a hesitation around stepping into something, we'll look at the energy around the hesitation about starting it or not starting it. What's going on there, so that you can perhaps understand the process about heading towards that, and so to help you make that decision about starting or not. So let's have a look. So when I look at it, I feel really nice about it. I feel really good about it. It just feels like it's the question is it too niche, or is it too small area? Is it viable? That sort of, all those sort of things are sort of sitting in there. What I feel that's going to happen around this is that you'll step into it, you'll create something. It will be lovely. It's because it feels different. It feels unique. It feels niche, or something that's very special. So it's like you're catering to something very unique or specific. And that to me feels very positive. It feels like it feels like it suits you. The question that I can feel coming from your brain, from your mind, and this could be where the fear is coming in, is it going to be big enough? Is it going to be sustainable enough? Can we make it big? You know, as all the how going to be rather you know, am I going to be other, or it could be the successful thing. So that's a little bit garbled there, but let's have a look at that. I really that is like the that's the stuff that's getting in the way. Is that like how big should we do it? Should be this? Da, 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 da. I really feel like that when you focus on what you're doing and how you want to run it and how you want it to be, you'll work all that out as you go. It's almost like trying it out first to see, does this work, does that work? But it does, it feels lovely. Like it feels, what's it, needed or worthy, worthwhile. I don't want to sound too, what do you call it? I don't want to sound, every time I go to say a word, it sounds very sort of patronizing, and it's not that. So you have a very specific or unique thing that you want, that you can share, and I really think, I feel that it's certainly worth pursuing. Whether it gets big or not, I'm not seeing, but I do see success around what you want to try. So let's have, I hope that makes sense. That being, cards are flying out everywhere. So being a yes or no around it, it's not really always going to be very clear. Plus also too, that's like giving advice, right? That's too, your soul or your guides are never going to give you yes or no direction. They'll tell you whether you're on track or not, and that's the thing. That's about trusting your intuition. So here we go here. So this is what's going on at the moment. So whenever you come up against some difficulties or some like hiccups or little roadblocks that are coming along, they're only ever going to be small. They're going to be manageable. You can overcome them, and all they're doing is getting out of the way those things that will prevent you from being successful. I just get it. I don't know whether it's a small area or a particular need that you're meeting, but it feels really positive and feels really strong. So all the little hiccups along the way are only going to strengthen them, because it's going to show you that you can overcome those little things, and they're only ever going to be little things. So at the moment, everything is quite small. Go with the small. That's all you're getting shown. That's all I'm getting shown. Whether the big comes or not, that's not even on the table just yet. It's about taking that first step and giving it a go. But I love it. Can I just say, from my perspective, sitting in the energy, I love it. And it feels so suited to you rather than anything else. It feels like there's something that you want to share. So anyway, I'll stop talking. I just love it. So anyway, let's start. Let's go up and down, up and down. Where are we? Right. Oh, let's talk to Lynn. Can I have a reading? Absolutely. Okay. Someone just out. I'm going to read this out to you. I won't put it up on the screen. Funny, the reading you're giving Emily, I can completely resonate with as well. Is that what I think it is? Absolutely. We're just talking about the collective that we're sharing, right? So if you're resonating with a message that I might be giving to somebody else, of course you are here to hear that message, especially if it's resonating with your own soul. So Lynn, can I have a reading? Yeah. All right. So we're tuning into your energy. Straight away, I just went straight to, I'm not sure if you're involved in meditation circles or drumming circles. I just went straight there, right? Not really sure what that means. Whether that might mean something to you, Lynn. That energy, I don't know, it wasn't like a mind thing. So it wasn't like it didn't come in my feelings. But if you're thinking about something like that, generally when it comes in like that, it's a straight up bang message. If you're considering joining one, doing something like that, or creating something for yourself, That's big confirmation for you. But now I'm going to find you. That was coming straight from somewhere else. That was bang right in there. All right, let's see. All right, so I'm feeling your body. So I'm wondering what's going on here. So physically, there's it doesn't feel. It feels like so heavy energy. It could just be that you're feeling a bit tired or physically feeling a bit low. What are you showing me with that? Your spirits are good, so that's good. You're showing me your personality. Nice. There is a yearning or a need inside of you to explore or open something up, and it's very non-specific. So that always really makes me feel, when that happens to me, I do get a little bit frustrated, right? So there's like a yearning or a knowing or a wanting, or that there's something that you're like, that sort of, I just wish I knew what that was. And oftentimes people will come to me and say, what is my journey? What is my purpose? Because I can feel something happening around me. Can you please tell me what that is? But it's really, that's all part of the process. And that's what I'm feeling around you, Lynn, is that process of opening up. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? And it's oftentimes a process of elimination. And so whatever you're unhappy with at the moment, it's like drawing you inwards to say, well, this isn't making me happy, I'm going to shed it. This isn't making me happy, I'm going to shed it. That could be the heaviness that's sitting in your body. It's like a lot of toxicity or something, not doing any medical stuff here, but you know what I mean, like energetically leaving, and it can sometimes feel a little bit heavy with that. But I'll pull the card for you. What have you got? So this card here, Eight of Swords. It's really interesting. So the Eight of Swords is where we feel. So if you're sort of in that space of, whenever we have like a psychic or spiritual awakening or that sort of energy shift that happens, we can feel all those changes happening around us. What we struggle with is, I really love seeing this energy. I want to do this. I want to embrace all of this. But we know that sometimes it's going to be challenging to people in our lives, because like certain people in our lives, we know we're going to be challenged by that because we're changing, or we've already changed actually, so we can't really stop that. That's already happened, but we're growing into that change, and so therefore it's that shedding of the old ways, sometimes people that are in our lives, so that we can actually embrace this whole opening up that we have. I remember when it happened to me, it was like all I wanted to do is just sit in that energy all the time. But it's scary too, because on a soul level, you know that you're leaving something behind that has been supporting you for so long, and now it is, you're going to shed it. And it's like, well, should I be? So that's where the fear comes in. Should I let this go? Should I hang on to it? And that's what this card here is representing. It's like, well, I've been so responsible for this for so long. Now it's moving out of my life. I feel guilty because I should be looking after it. But everything about you, inside of you, is saying it's time to let that go. And so it's about realizing what you actually are in charge of, what you are in control of, and what you can let go of right now. And that's like that real sort of shedding happening around you. And so when that finally finishes, you can then feel safe and comfortable, because you are fully connected to that shift and that change that's happened, and nothing can touch you when you're sitting in that wholly and solely in that energy, because it's just pure excitement and pure love. And then you can see all the shiny people who support you and love you around. All righty, who else have we got here? Now, this is a really big message. I brought my parents to live with me, take care of them. Stroke, lost my past strokes, major changes in the next few years. Okay, so used to a wrench in my plans all the time. I just need clarity to get myself together and focus. That's huge. That's Jane, right? That's a lot to share with us, Jane. It's very generous of you to share a lot of what's going on in your life. So this is you. That last reading I gave could have actually been for you. This is about you focusing on filling your own cup, so that all of these other things, the things that will take care of themselves, you can recognize, well, I can pass that across to somebody who is an expert in that. And it sounds to me like you've been doing a lot, looking at all this something that's going on here. So So we're going to bring you back to you. So let's have a look at what the question is. I used to arrange in my plans all the time. So I would just like to say, on a personal note, arrange when you are trying to do everyone else's job for them. So the wrench will bring you back to yourself. Because my first intuition was to say, what are you doing for you? If your cup is not full, then you can't fill anybody else's cup. And if you've been living this trauma for so long, then your sense of what your responsibilities are and what your responsibilities to others and to yourself may have been a little bit out of whack now, out of alignment. So now the first message I got for you is about bringing all of that back to you, understanding what you need, and then once you reconnect with what you need, what everyone else's need, and what you can actually help with, what you can pass across, and those hiccups. They may never go away, but you can then certainly say, well, okay, I know how to manage that hiccup right now because I'm looking after myself first. There's nothing worse than trying to deal with all of that on an empty tank. I know this from personal experience, so there you go. I have been living with serious illness, or a condition since I was 19, so about 30-something. I'm 57, so that's like 38 years, nearly 40 years, right? I've lived with it for that long, and it has taken and stolen a lot from me. And the only way that I could get myself back on my feet and doing this beautiful work, I had to learn that whole lesson about I have to fill my own cup up first. Everyone else can sort of take a bit of a back seat. Once I'm full, then I can help. That's the only way I can do this work. So this is for you, Jane. This is your message for you, not for everybody else out there. This is your message for you, as in like all the other people around you. So this is you. So we've got the Three of Wands here. This is about taking care. The Three of Wands to me always represents that sense of listening or hearing something that it looks like it sounds like it's going to be a good idea, but it falls down. So it's looking for or listening to something that you want to hear rather than the reality of the situation. And that it's almost like if it seems too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. So this tells me that there is no easy road or easy way out, that it's going to take the road that you're on is going to take as long as it's going to take. And that's how it's meant to be. There's no fault here. In order for you to, this is coming from me, from reflecting back to your soul. In order for this, for you to be able to manage it, fill your own cup up first, then this will go away. You will not be like tricked or misunderstand things or like head down the wrong path. Like it's almost like you're being tricked all the time or being lulled into a false sense of something over here. And I just think it's because my feeling is that you're overwhelmed, your tank is empty, and you're sort of almost hanging on to something that's too easy. So if it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. Having said that, I'm going to pull one more for you. And this card here, this is taking time out for yourself, right? Your thoughts, it's about managing or bringing your thoughts back into yourself and having some rest. So if you can get some rest, that's what that card is showing you the best way forward. And not telling you that this is what you have to do, but that's what's available to you at the moment. Anyway, so thank you so much for sharing that with us. All right, who we got here? I hope I don't have a spammer here. Sorry if I do. I just saw something that was odd. Now, who got here? Tina, would love guidance on a relationship, please, as I'm struggling finding the right person. Sorry, I wasn't making light of that. I beg your pardon. I was going to say, I have been there. I have absolutely been there. and I know what that I remember what that felt like, and I'm relating just to my feelings, not your situation. So I'm just tripping over myself, Tina. I'm so sorry. I just jumped in and thought, oh my God, I felt it. I know what that feels like. Let me pull myself out of that situation. Let's go back into, I'll be Vicki the reader again, not Vicki the person who's had their heart broken many, many times. And let's have a look at Tina. Sorry, I jumped right into that emotion, Tina. That's what happens. See, when you are a reader or a healer or a practitioner of any sort in this space, emotions can be triggered just like that, right? And it's recognizing when that's happening and winding it back and saying, becoming that professional reader again and saying, you know what? It's not about me. This is about Tina. So let's have a look at that. So I just felt I just went right into my stuff. Sorry, Tina. Okay, let's go to you. All right. So first of all, the first message here to you is it's the relationship at the moment. Relationship stuff is not your main focus. So I can tell you about relationship stuff, but that might be 5 steps down the road just yet. There are other things for you to be enjoying, doing, feeling, experiencing, and working through. So the relationship isn't up the top of the ladder there. I'm just trying to see if I can see what is. I can't find it just yet. Just bear with me. Okay, so your mind is struggling a little bit with either life or stress or tension. I really feel like your life circumstances are creating a lot of tension or trauma or tightness. So even working out relationship stuff right now is not going to make any sense. So if the person that you attract will be in the space of this mind space that you're in. So you won't be connecting to them on a heart level. You'll be connecting to them on a stress level because it's like reflecting back. That's probably why I had that sort of went straight into that emotional space, because that's what happens with you. And that's, of course, right. So when you connect with somebody, you go straight into their energy. You relate to their trauma, you relate to their pain, and so you go straight there, and that's like, oh my gosh, I feel like this, and so it triggers a lot of things with you. So struggling finding a relationship, it means that you're so empathic that you go like this straight in. It's like you love them so much, and you want to be in that energy so much, and you love the way that it feels, that you want to fix everything, or you feel like it's your responsibility to fix everything or to be everything, or to all this sort of stuff. So on a personal level, I would say do some like self-awareness work so that you can actually separate yourself from the person that you want to date or to be with. That's some Vicki advice. That's not psychic advice. That's life advice, right? But I know that works because, as I said, straight as soon as I went into energy, that's my first response was to go, "Oh, this happened to me. It's all about me." So you feel other people's pain. You feel other people's stuff. And the minute that happens to us, we become triggered and we want to fix it because it feels really uncomfortable. If we can be in somebody else's space, feel their pain or their trauma, but still be able to be separate from that and hold their hand while they work through their own stuff and we work through our own stuff, that's a healthy relationship. So let me pull a card for you. I can see I'm nearly out of time, so I apologise. Book in to see me. I've actually put some half-hour readings up there so that you don't have to come and see me for the whole hour if you want a quick reading. Alrighty. So this is for you. This is look at this. This is a perennial counsellor. So for you, Tina, it's about finding somebody that you connect with on a deep heart level. You're in this counselling mode. So here's a counsellor. You're in counselling mode. You've always got that good ear. But from that first reaction that I had, I'm thinking that your empathy just kicks right in and you get drawn right in, and it's very difficult to separate yourself from their stuff and your stuff. So a little bit of that understanding of who you are And it doesn't take much to do that. And once you get into that space, you'll find that perfect person for you. All right, guys, I am just about out of trouble. I'm always in trouble. Sorry, I'm out of time. I do have to go. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will be here same time next week. Bye.